Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. We are working on the Chevy Biscayne LS swap project again. Today we're going to be working on the dual exhaust system. I ended up with a 2.5-inch kit from Shafer Classic Restoration. I could have built the kit myself, but with this having an X-frame and there's not a lot of tolerance in there, I figured I better let someone else do it because the chances that I was going to be able to match one side to the other was pretty slim, and there's not a lot of room in there. I would probably waste more time and pipe doing it myself. So I called those guys up. Very good guys, helpful. I believe I talked to Greg, gave me some good advice, some good pointers, told me I was going to need a bracket for the other side if I didn't have one already, and told me where I could find it. So I think that is coming from either Hubbard's or Impala Bob. Still waiting for that in the mail. I'm going to try and get this up in there, and once that hanger shows up, then I will mount that to the frame and attach that to the exhaust. Let's get this unwrapped and laid out, and then we'll start installing it on the vehicle. So I got everything unwrapped. We decided to go with the turbo mufflers instead of the Flowmaster or MagnaFlow style. Don't want it too loud to where it's not drivable. But we did go with the 2.5-inch exhaust, mandrel bent. And I also went with the kit that was set up for a center dump manifold instead of the kit that was set up for headers. Since I was planning on running a cast iron manifold, I didn't want one that just had the 90 on it for a long tube header. So this will get me in the range of where I need to be, and then I'll have to build a short section for that intermediate pipe to connect my system to this system. All in all, it looks like it's in pretty good shape, except for this one little dinger. I'll have to straighten that out before I can get it put together. UPS guy must have dropped it. The 2.5-inch will barely fit in there. And actually where it goes up over the wheel wells, it's flattened down just a little bit on the inside edge here. And I went with the side dumps. This is what it has from the factory. So that'll work for us. Now I want to get this ding out of the pipe. I don't want to expand it any more than it already is. So I'm going to go with a smaller size. See if we can't get that out. I'm really hoping that I can snake this in there with the vehicle on the rack. It'll be close, but we might just barely get it. Something like so. Now there was an old hanger up here. It's broken. The new kit came with several different hangers. So I'm going to open that up, and hopefully I have one of those because I need one for the other side as well. So hopefully I have two of those. So I opened up the kit. There's a bunch of exhaust clamps, 4 rubber hangers, and 2 different style hanger brackets that'll go on the frame. These style here go up above the axle, so that'll bolt there and then hang down, and we weld this to the exhaust. I think that's one of the last steps. I would prefer to weld it to a clamp and then clamp it around, but there may not be clearance for that. These little brackets, it shows those mounted here, but my original one was mounted up here further. So for now, I think I'm just gonna hook it back to the body mount bracket like the original one was. Now I think the offset goes towards the back and closest to the frame. In the instructions, they show this bracket with a pivoting end. This one does not pivot. It's just pushing the whole thing over too far this way, and it's causing it to hit the body. So the exhaust hanger that came in the kit may not work. It's possible that the softer one would be okay, but I may just grab one that has the turnable head on the end. In the meantime, I'm just going to put a piece of mechanics wire, get this exhaust kind of held up in place. And that way I don't have to run to the parts store and grab a different style hanger. So these forward pipes definitely will not work, but they get me in the ballpark. And that's what I was hoping for. I think what I can do, since there is a 90 in the pipe right here, if I cut it in here, I can expand one side of this pipe, go over the other pipe, cut it here, and when I tilt this pipe up, it should come very close to lining up with this manifold outlet. So I think that's what I'll do. No matter what, I'm gonna have to cut it off here and then build a section of pipe out. I may have to build a section from the manifold all the way to the muffler, but if I can just cut it in one spot and turn it up, that would be great. So after a few cuts, I think I finally have it where it needs to be. The biggest thing is making sure that it's not going to rub the body or the frame anywhere. And I think we're good. It's coming out of the manifold right there. I don't have anything welded. It's just kind of loosely sitting there. And there's where I cut the pipe and expanded it. Got plenty of room above it, but we're not hanging down too low. And it's pretty parallel with the ground. So come along here, I have about a ½ inch of room above that hanger. So once I get the rubber hanger straps and attach it, I won't worry about hitting that. I could probably drop it just a little bit once I get the hangers. It's coming up and over. There's that other hanger. It's just sitting there. That's where they want you to weld it. That's one of the last things you do after you get everything else positioned. They want about a ½ inch of clearance between the spring and that flat spot in the pipe, which it looks like we have about that. This hanger back here is all kind of just loose right now. The pipe looks like it dumps out in a decent spot. We could probably come up just slightly, but I don't want to get too close to the body and under torque, or when you hit a bump, I don't want this hitting the body right there. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to stop here for now. I'm still waiting on a few parts, so I won't be able to finish this today. I need the frame hanger. I need a couple of rubber hangers that are different than the one that came in the kit. I'm going to go ahead and get the other side cut up and mounted up to the manifold. In the next video, hopefully I'll have the O2 sensor bungs here, the frame hanger, the rubber stuff. I'll get all of that stuff put together in the next video and see what the final product looks like. If you're not already subscribed and following along with this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the bell, you'll be notified of my future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.